Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Greenwich channel and this is Zero Talk. I'm from Microsoft. Today we have Apple, Nestle, United Airlines, Samsung and Barbie Holding. At first, we will come to Apple. Apple, hi, how are you going? That's good. Yeah, and all the guests here are extremely curious how Apple corporate culture is formed and what makes you like the corporate culture and why.
Yes, so the Apple culture was built based on the exchange model, and it has the three main elements are artifacts as our value, basic underlying assumption. For me, I like artifact the most. Artifact has defined as the visible cultural output of an organization, such as spatial distribution, language, technology, style, time, manners, expression, or to put it another way, the survey of the really divisible conduct of its member. The artifact also contains the organizational procedures that lead to action becoming habitual. Members of an organization show primitive cultural and symbolic artifact of company. Employees at Apple are required to wear ID badge or name tag, which have a direct impact on how they behave in public. Every employee recognizes their obligation to the firm when they wear the Apple name tag. Apple also embed in a pleasant, creative, and distinctive working environment to enhance staff morale and devotion. Apple new headquarters, dubbed the spaceship in California, can hold up to, okay, let me think, is 13,000 people. Apple has claimed that this will be the creation center for the future generation while speaking about this location. And furthermore, Apple employee a strategy of employing just the finding of the best employee.
With a company as big as Apple, does power have an impact on employee behavior or performance in the company?
Oh well, actually, I have a democratic leadership style, and that lets the talent of everyone at Apple contribute to the company succeed. That doesn't mean that I let other executive and manager make decisions for me. Instead, I keep an open mind, consider their option, and convince other people to follow my lead. Apple has always forced employee development by constantly challenging them. Employees always take on tasks that are more difficult than their own capacity, and they often complete the assigned task well. That's why Apple employees are getting better every day. Apple always gives employees a lot of freedom to build and improve their own products. When an employee discovers an error, an unsatisfactory way, or a technical defect, that employee will be free to research, improve, repair, and build the best solution for the product. And no need to go through many steps of applying for permit and cumbersome procedures. Thanks to this policy, employees in all positions are free to unleash their creativity. That's why Apple products are oriented long before their launch, but most of the outstanding achievements often come from the result of individual reasons. To do it, first understanding the capability of potential of each employee, then giving them more difficult tasks than they thought they could do. This approach not only help individuals develop themselves, but also help improve work efficiency and optimize the overall result of the team. I believe.
and service system from 2005 to now. There are about 250 million records containing unsecured data online. I won't go into detail about the scope of the problem, but Bob, our security researcher and our corporate tech, discovered this vulnerability, and we immediately fixed it after 2 days. As the business side also said, the information leak is due to one of the internal customer support data being corrupt. But we have yet to find any evidence that this data is used for malicious purpose.
Oh, wow, that is saying so. What solution have you come up with?
We have fixed the security bug. Most of the user private information had been deleted, and the user whose information is leaked, the business will send an email notification. And if you do not receive an email, your information is still safe. However, it is possible that Croc will impersonate and contact you to report this error. They may ask you to take steps to troubleshoot the issue, like clicking a link and signing in for security reasons, or to confirm your account. In the case the absolute user do not click on any link, call any phone number, or perform the online action request in the email. Take care of the privacy of the website you are frequent. Log out of your email account if you don't need them, and don't log into unfamiliar link. Thanks for asking me, and I think we should focus on another guest. Yeah. I heard that Nestle recently had a scandal. So, how is it?
About the company Nestle had present in Vietnam since 1920 when it opened its first representative office in Saigon. Nestle is the world's largest food and beverage firm. Now I will tell about the organizational culture. To begin with, office furniture. This is a fresh, creative workplace and open office. Additionally, our mission of good food, good life is to provide consumers with the best tasting, most nutritious choice in a wide range of the food and beverage from morning to night. Regarding human rights, we give good working conditions and flexible employment opportunity to each employee all over the world, allowing them to achieve a better balance of a personal and professional life. And concerning workplace safety and health, the organizational chart of a corporation often depicts the relationship between employees. Above are some key points of my organizational culture. However, I would like to emphasize another issue of corporate social responsibility. It seems difficult to talk about it, but we are here to solve each other's problem. We have created a circular economy by producing packaging material. We support the use of renewable resources that are sustainably maintained and strive for zero waste in their operation. We are dedicated to lowering our greenhouse gas emissions. We are devoted to managing water resources in a socially equitable and economically product manner in cooperation with other web users. However, there are still limitations and unavoidable difficulties such as in facing every day more than 2,000 tons of plastic rabbit are buried into the sea and ocean in Vietnam. This accounts for around a third of the overall packaging. Globally, we are currently using 4.2% recycled plastic. Although the Instagram has offered explanation several times, this is still a quality issue compared to the core value that the business is
what's the solution?
Our solution, Nestle had also taken action to reduce the risk of too much waste in the environment, such as Milo having the option to use paper straw in all of the existing milk products. Nestle Milo takes the lead in responding to the Ministry of Natural Resources and Environment Say No to Plastic Straw campaign, which aims to create a more dynamic and green Vietnam. It means that firms like Nestle will have to come up with the new strategy to emit this carbon into the atmosphere. Nestle, on the other hand, has a better recycle record that can be a decision that brings benefit to the business because it not only solves the environmental problem but also solves the problem for stakeholders on these sensitive issues.
Oh, thanks for sharing. Here we have a business domestic that is public holding. Can you tell me what cultural model you have adopted and how it affects the behavior and organization of the business?
Public holdings follow chain organizational structure model, which include artifacts and symbols, export value and basic underlying assumption. Artifacts on the surface of the organization, such as logos, slogan, architecture, and operating clothing. For instance, public holdings logo has three colors, stand for three public holding business philosophies. Blue stand for an ensure and secure future. Yellow denote prosperity, and white reflect integrity and professionalism when serving customer. Expose value concerns standards, values, and rules of conduct of the organization. For instance, public holdings mission is to ensure peace and long-term benefits for the stakeholders. In addition, public holdings long-term vision to 2025 is reinforce the leading finance insurance group position in Vietnam to strengthen international competitive capabilities with solid financial strength and sustainable profitability growth. The basic underlying assumptions are deeply embedded in the organization's culture and are self-evident and unconscious behaviors. For example, public holdings considers that the brand logo is the most valuable asset. The reason for that is an identifier for the community to recognize public holdings. Moreover, it links every aspect of the organization, from culture to finances and people. First, with the benefit of the public holding culture, this creates cohesion among employees and point out the common goal and sustainable and development of the organization. Overall, this culture has contributed to public holdings in the process of becoming the leading supplier of both non-life and life insurance products in Vietnam. In 2021, public holdings held 15% market share in the non-life insurance market and around 20% in the life insurance market. In addition, public holdings have grown steadily with over 6,500 employees and 250,000 agents and consultants at 179 branches, serving customers nationwide. Next is the drawbacks of public holding culture. There's a lack of professional skill and consultant of public holdings. The consultants only focus on the best selling product, but they really care about customer needs and pay attention to how consumer products. This unprofessional style of the consultant reflects the lack of seriousness in monitoring and the implementation of public holdings regulation on behaviors.
Thank you so much. And how about United Airlines? What are the motivation method or theory you like to enhance working streak of employee?
So we go to the first, the methods I like is Maslow hierarchy of needs. is a psychological motivation theory, and that includes a five-level model of human design, ranging from the basic to advanced, and is sometimes expressed as a hierarchy of level. In a pyramid, each level is referred to as a level from the end of the hierarchy and up of the physiological needs is food and clothing, safety, love and belonging need. Self-esteem and self-esteem, and the final is self-actualization are all needs. And the second is Adam equity theory. According to the Adam theory of equity, most people have fair link between the achievement and reward, whereas some have the opposite. In other words, if an employee input super his output, the job and its employer will find him or her. So Adam theory of justice was proposed by John Stacy Adam, and is based on the following assumption. First, individual who contribute in exchange for remuneration, and second, to verify a transaction, one individual check his output and check his input and output to groups of order and attempt to reconcile the difference.
And how does your company motivate the employee?
So we have many ways to enhance working spirit employee. So love travel. I assure that people love traveling around the world, and so do we. Enjoy unlimited standby travel and discounted rate on airline tickets to anywhere United Fly, and whether it's backpacking to through the Europe and or a long weekend in Greenland, you can see and do it all. So, and we are all about the working hard and play hard mentally. Vacation and sick time are there to keep life balance. Our 401 plan, including company match to providing financial security for employee future, and we couldn't get all of our travel to destination around the world without best team. So we offered the profit sharing and bonus when the airline performing well. About the insurance, we offered the variety of the medical claim and option, including vision, dental, and long-term disability, and life insurance to keep you and your family happy and healthy. So next is wellness. At United, physical, emotion, and financial wellness are the top priority. So we offer a variety of the resource to empower and motivate you both on and off the job. So, and we have a professional development. We continuously encourage professional development based on your interest and skill. And we have volunteer opportunity, and we learn giving back, and we serve our community by providing volunteer impact grant for charity, and supporting fundraising opportunity, and promoting volunteer participation with the local food bank or paradise or athletic event and more.
Oh, really? It sounds great. And I like that. Also, we like straight to the last great Samsung. I'm really curious, Samsung. I'm really curious how cultural factor influence Samsung. Can you be a little more specific?
Samsung is considered as one of the places with the leading working environment in the world, with the boost employee compensation and high benefits. When working in a large company, employee can be comfortable with the wide range of tasks that come with a small department, and this is to increase the work efficiency of each worker and maintain and increase by 10 to 50% a year with their workspace is quite comfortable with programs learning. However, it has a problem that most workers at the Samsung factory are commanding the extremely has working hour with the human labor. Their positions are the worst more than 12 hours a day, and this has a great impact to their health, even though the compensation paid to them is quite high because of time. Sometimes it's also assess the electronic environment. They work in need to reduce the labor time due to specificity affecting their health and the future.
And what about political and power factor? How that is affect Samsung business?
Um, Vice President Lee is considered to be a successor to the Samsung Group holding a lot of power in his hand that can change their destiny. He has a democratic leadership type that greatly affect the performance of employees when their employee have achieved certain successes as a work. The process of creating 5G network with processing speed 20 times faster than Wi-Fi. Furthermore, their behavior also has impact as they feels more responsibility for the organization with a number of employees. We would increase by 3% prepared to 2017. However, it doesn't have that problem with the power as the company is largely in the hand of Lee family. This make my middle levels leaders less motivated to initiate themselves to be able to advance to senior position due to the tradition. It will still affect the company. It's a big issue when democracy is only shown as a lower level and big decisions are made by the family. Corrective politics is also one of the issues that are a great corner and influential Samsung when Mr. Lee Jae-yong, who is considered the successor of Samsung, has an influence in the assassination related to illegal activity with the Samsung Electronic and project and reach to get number one as a Samsung Electronic. The investigation is specifically and as the act of law. Some experts predict that the organization will not increase the presidency of DJ Yong after he was arrested and sentenced to 5 years in prison on multi counts. However, the court later reduced the sentence to more 2 years in prison. This $4 billion in economic cost and employee motivation is reduced as they lose confidence in their leadership with the incident.
Thanks for your answer. Oops, it's Cheryl and Powerful. So see you again, and don't forget this week we will meet other famous guests. This is Still Talk on Radio Show, and I'm from Microsoft. Goodbye.